We detected unusual trades on Gap stock worth $887,000. So will Gap stock gap up to new highs again? Because the last time we analyzed Gap stock was on March 11th, on this day, when we published our trade and our analysis in this video here about 2 months ago, March 11th. And if you missed this video, we'll put a link at the top here. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on these very profitable opportunities, because in this video we shared these call options that were very profitable, because as you can see, the stock did in fact make a new high in just 10 days after our analysis. You can see this was March 21st, okay, and we made this video March 11th, so just 10 days later. And in this video we had covered these April 12, 22 strike calls. They have already expired. That's why it's not being traded anymore. But we can look back on this trade on March 11th. These options for the April 12th, 22 strike calls. You can see right over here. 6,000 volume, greater than the open interest. You can see how much they were going for. $103 on March 11th. And then on March 21st, at its highs, we can see these 22 strike calls deep in the money now. And they're worth $620 to $730. So 6x, right? 6 times, making 600% at least in just 10 trading days, right? So that's why analyzing this type of unusual option activity is very profitable. So if you've been following our channel, you know that's what we do. If you want to learn more about our work, sharing these types of trades that have higher chance of profit in comparison to the ones that we cover here, then make sure to go to our website. Okay, we'll put a link at the top here. So will Gap continue to make a new high now? Let's take a look at the data today. Very unusual. You can see here at 10:24 we had multiple trades happening here. Okay, so these are all for the June 21st options. 23 strike calls, 27 strike calls, 23, 27, and the 20 strike calls. So what is going on here? Let's take a look at the chain. We can see here at the 20 strike calls, 6,700 open interest, volume 4,000. We believe they are closing out of these trades to take profits, and they are rolling to the 23 strike calls, and they are selling the 27 strike calls. You can see 6,000 contracts for each of these options. Opening trades, since that is greater than the open interest. Okay, and so we are following the same position here because this trade does not meet our criteria for a high chance of profit trade. It is still unusual, but not as high in comparison to the trades that we share on our website. Okay, so we can calculate the trade cost here now that we know that these 20 strike calls are closing and that we have these contracts that are opening, the prices that are being paid over here. Okay, $222 for the 23 strikes, selling for $74 at the 27 strikes. Each trade was $148. Now you can see here we have 3,000 contracts plus 2,997, which is about 6,000, 5,997. So we multiply by the cost of the trade, each one, 148. You can see here, $887,000. Okay, so if you've been following our channel, you know that the higher chance of profit trades exceed $1 million. This does not exceed $1 million. And so that is why we simply follow the trade, manage the risk with just using position sizing by buying the 23 strike calls and selling the 27 strike calls. And so when we analyze this trade, you can see that this is a vertical call spread, which is bullish going long on the stock with a positive delta 29 for each trade, a slight theta decay of negative 0.57. Okay, so in conclusion, this wealthy investor is bullish on Gap stock, and we can see earnings is also coming up, so that's also quite unusual. That is at the end of the month, May 30th, as we can see over here as well. So is this an earnings trade? Does somebody know something? Did the earnings report get leaked and this investor knows something? Some inside information, perhaps? We may never know, but what we do know is that this investor is trading Gap stock bullish, and that is why we want to also trade in the same direction to also make money if the rich are also getting richer on Wall Street. And go to our website if you want to learn more about our work and gain access to the high chance of profit trades. And if you haven't seen our video on March 11th, we'll put a link over here to this video where you can learn more from our previous Gap video on how we were able to predict the stock making a new high. As usual, please smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't. Take care and have a great day.